you're wondering, we're at the Silky Sandan Karate Studio in the West End of Richmond, Virginia. Sensei Brian Kennedy runs this school and does a wonderful job. If you're ever in the area, stop by and work out with us. Brian's information will be at the end of this program. All right, let's get started on some drills. All right, these are drills for the Tornado Form version 1. First thing we want to do, let's get the chuck under the right arm. Okay, very simple drill here. We're going to do an outward figure 8, catch, and spear with the top of the nunchaku. Okay, so it looks like this. Outward figure 8, under the arm. But watch, just loosen the arm and catch the chucks and lunge with a nice little stance. Okay, so drill number 1, outward figure 8, catch, lunge. Okay, that's pretty easy from the side. And a short little left stance, outward figure 8, catch, lunge. Okay? That's not too difficult. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I can't even do an outward figure 8, and we're going to be doing inwards and side swings, don't despair. On this DVD, there's an instruction menu. So go to the instruction menu, and you can see inward figure 8, outward figure 8, the side swing, the side striking around the neck, and all of these things that I'll be doing in these basic drills will be on the instruction menu of this DVD. So anyway, that was the first drill. The second drill, what we're going to do on the second drill is in a short left leg stance. Watch. All I'm going to do is do the side strike and around the neck. Okay, you with me? Watch. Pull it out to the side, around the neck. And again, the round the necks are also taught on the instruction menu too. So watch. Side strike and around the neck. That's pretty easy. And what we're going to do, what I want you to do next is I want you to do the side strike. When you go around the neck, I want you to turn at 360, come all the way back around with your left foot in the front. So it looks like this. Side strike, around, and turn. Okay? Side strike, go with it, turn, all the way around. From the side, it may look like this. Side strike, turn, all the way around. Keep your knees bent. Side strike, and turn. 360. Okay, that was the second one. Now, here's what we're going to do next. I want you to do this, an inward figure 8, side swing, then side striking around the neck. Okay, watch. Inward figure 8, side swing, side strike, and around the neck. Now, once you get comfortable with that, I want you to do it inward, side swing, side strike around the neck, and again, all the way around in a circle. So it looks like this. 1. Okay? Inward, side swing, side strike, and around the neck. Use that momentum of that side strike coming inside to help you get around. See? Okay? And from the side, inward figure 8, a short left stance, side swing, side strike, right around, facing that side. Okay? So that was the next drill. The next drill after that, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get in a right leg forward stance and do the inward figure 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the inward figure 8, come up and side swing and turn, both knees bent. I'm on the toe of my right foot. Then I want you to throw that side strike and go all the way around with the left foot coming out here. So it looks like this. Inward figure 8, up, side swing, turn, side strike, and around, and right to here. Okay? If you're watching it from the TV, from this direction, it looks like this. Inward figure 8, up and side swing and turn. Side strike, go all the way around. Okay, one more time. Inward figure 8, side swing, side strike, and around the neck, and facing this way. So that's the, what we're trying to do is I'm trying to get you to feel the inward figure 8 in a fighting stance or a forward stance, a narrow forward stance. I want you to feel that you can pull it up, side swing, and turn. And when you throw this all the way around, because what we're going to do in a second is do the outward figure eight and the lunge. Watch this. Side swing around the neck, arm switch, under the arm, okay, which is a side swing. Again, all these things are taught on the instruction menu if you're not familiar with them. But anyway, it's side swinging around the neck, arm switch, under the arm. Now watch this ending. I'm going to, at that point, under the arm, I'm going to grab the nunchakus. I'm going to do a block up here with the left arm inside. So I'm going to drop them down, and when I do, I'm going to take my right foot and shuffle it and move my left foot back. All at the same time I do my block. So it looks like this. Block. So now I'm going to push off with my right and spin around and pull that back this way. Really hard down like this. I'm going to pull my left foot back and prepare. Okay, so ending number one looks like this. I'm going to left leg forward stance. Side swing around the neck, arm switch. Side swing gets it back under the arm, catch, shuffle and block, spin around, pull down real hard. Left foot comes back and prepare. All right, let's do that one more time. This is ending number one. Stand in nice stance. Catch, together, and back. Sometimes it's hard to spin on these mats because you stick to them a little bit, but that's the idea. So when you're here, you're going to shuffle and block at the same time with the left arm in the chuck on the outside. So it's going to be block with the knees bent, push off with your right, and spin on the ball of your left foot. We'll get you all the way around. Nice wide stance. Pull down and back. Okay? The last drill from here is called the transition. And what we're going to do from there is let's go back to that first drill that we did, where we were just in a short left foot stance. We did an outward figure eight, out, lunge. Now what? Transition looks like this. I'm going to drop one side of the nunchaku, and I'm going to bring it up into a side swing and turn this way. Okay, look at that from the side. From this position, I'm going to drop one side of the nunchaku. I'm going to bring it up and do a side swing and turn with an inward figure eight. That's called the half transition. It's kind of important. We'll use it today in the forms. Okay, so nice wide stance with speared to the front, right? Drop one side, up inside swing and turn, inward figure eight. All right, now a complete transition looks like this. Again, from this position, I'm going to drop one here, do an inward figure eight, and then I'm going to do a side swing and step back to the front. So it looks like this. Looks like this, watch. You drop this one down, side swing, inward figure eight, up, and turn back. Now, on the instruction part of the DVD, there's a menu that goes over footwork. And you probably want to review that if you're not familiar with how this works. I believe on there, all we're doing is inward figure eight, step, kind of swinging and turning like this. Okay, so review that footwork. But for this drill, this transition move is simply drop, 1, 2. Okay? So those are the drills for the tornado form version 1. And we'll be right back in a few seconds with the form. We'll be right back. Let's do this. Let's go through the form nice and slow. Go over the whole thing of the form, and then after that, we'll come back with some options, things you can do in the form to switch it around and make it your own. Okay, here's what we want to do. The opening of the form, after you bow and prepare, you're like in a ready stance, nice stance, your knees are bent. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our left leg to the right and shoot our arms down, like a down block, like this. So the left one's going to be close. The right one with the chucks, it's going to be on the outside. So here we go. We're going to down, and then we're going to bring the arms up, and we're going to look to our left. We're going to step out, block, and punch with the chucks. So today we're going to use some karate in this form. And many, many moons ago in the karate school, we used to have blocks and down blocks. So we're going to use some of those today. So stance and prepare. We're in the ready stance, knees bent, together, down nice and tight, bring them up. Watch, I'm going to step out with my left, look left first, block, it's kind of a high block, punch with the nunchakus. Then I'm going to look to the right. I'm going to chop, and when that chop comes back, I'm going to reverse punch. I'm going to chop again, and I'm going to overhand punch. When I overhand punch, the chuck comes back. Then I'm going to step with my left and shoot a strike right out to the head level, hitting with the top of the nunchakus. Okay? So the opening is stance and prepare. Down, up, look left, strike. Chop, one. When that comes back, we reverse punch. We chop again, we overhand punch, then we step with our left, punch out here. Okay? One more time. Stance and prepare. Down, up, look left, block, punch. Chop, reverse punch, chop, overhand punch, put your hips into it, step out, punch here. Okay, so a little faster, it looks like this. Okay, one more time. Stance and prepare. Okay, so that's going to be the opening that we'll be using to start off. So, what do we do from here in the form? You guessed it, we're going to drop the right one down in transition all the way back and pull the right foot back into a horse stance, right in the middle of the form. So from here, we're going to drop this down, side swing, inward figure eight, step and swing back up. We're going to pull back because what we're going to do is a side striking around the neck. And we're going to come back into this angle here. Why? Because our first move will be going all the way up to this side of the form on a diagonal. So the form, what we're going to do on the form is we're going to get it back to this position. We're going to go up, hit this corner here, come across, all the way over here, hit this corner. Okay, then we're going to come all the way back over here, hit this back corner. We're going to come up and back to this corner. Then we're going to work our way back up in the form to the front. So let me go through it really slow, then we can talk about how each technique is done. Okay, we got the opening, one. We got the transition, pulling the right foot back, which allows the side swing around the neck. We're going to step, and we're figure eight. The first move is we're going to roll it from this point A to point B. We're going to come up, side swing around the neck, and we're just going to turn. We're going to this time leave our left foot back because we're going to do an outward figure eight, front kick, down, 1, 2, 3, ki. So this first move from here, inward figure eight, side swing, striking around, just turn your hips around, leaving the left foot back because we're going to do an outward figure eight, front kick, 1, 2, 3, ki. This is low, medium, high. From here, we're going to transition. We're going to go straight across to the other side. How are we going to do it? Remember the drills we did? It's up, side swing, together, strike, turn. This foot comes in front, outward figure eight, catch, spear. Okay? So that move is an inward figure eight, side swing, bring up and turn. Throw this really hard, the side striking around, and go with it like we had practice. Left foot comes out, outward figure eight, catch, spear the side. We're going to spear in the angle here instead of straight out, because we want to hit this angle, and we're going to transition to hit that angle back there. Now from here, it's inward, outward, catch the chucks. That sets you up for a front kick, outward figure eight, 1, 2, 3, Kia again. If you notice back here, the left foot is forward. Okay? In the form, left foot forward, right foot forward, right foot forward. All right, so we're here now. Transition. Now watch. I want to go over to that corner. So what we did up there, we're doing the same thing we just did up there. Okay, the thing we've been practicing. But watch. What I'm going to do from here, I'm going to transition up, side swing. I'm going to face the rear with the strike, come all the way around, outward figure eight, lunge. Okay, so what I did was, I came up, I did the same thing we did up there, except I did it to a different angle. Inward figure eight, up, side swing, strike to the rear, and then watch. I come all the way around with the left foot to the front, so I can do my outward figure eight, spear. Really lay into that spear with a nice wide stance. Now watch here. Left arm comes down, comes back and down. This one comes up, block. I need to get back up in the middle of the form. So I'm going to do a high block and shuffle up, punch. Then I'm going to do a low block, punch, punch. Okay? So from here, so I just speared here, watch. Down block. I need to get up in the form, right? I'm going to do a high block and shuffle, punch. Then I'm going to go down block, 1, and then punch, punch. Now I'm going to drop this nunchaku here. I'm going to lift it up, come around my head, do that side strike. When I go around my neck, I'm going to step with my left with an inward figure eight, going right back up the middle. So from here, 1 block, punch, punch, drop, lift it up behind my head, side strike. Now when I go around the neck, I'm going to go with it, step here with inward figure eight. Because from here, I'm going to simply come up, side swing, 1 more, kia back, kia there, and finish in a forward stance. So it's block down, punch, punch, drop, up, around, side swing. As it comes around the neck, you go with it, step, and we'll figure eight, very natural. We're going to do 1 more move here, up, side swing, kia, back, around, and finish with the left foot forward stance. Now, what are we going to do from there? Okay, so block, block, punch, around, here, kia. This comes up and does a side swing. So we're in a forward stance. Well, guess what? We're going to do that around the neck. Arm switch. Catch, block, spin, pull back, left foot. That drill we did earlier in the tape. Okay, so let's go through that again, nice and slow. Stance, prepare, together, up, transition here, pull the right one back in a horse stance. Why? We're going to do a side striking around the neck, under the arm, watch. Now I can pivot to this angle because I want to go to that angle. Inward figure eight, up, together, side swing. This is a kia. Goes around the neck, but I'm just turning my hips. I'm leaving my left foot back so I can do an outward figure eight. Front kick, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3. Transition this way, inward, up. Smith, we did the first. Hit the corner. Now, get down a little faster. You know, you can make it look better if you just, once you get used to it, Just try to pick it up a little faster. Okay, from here, transition, right back to this side. This one is I step up with a shuffle step, do an outward figure 8 and catch. So that allows me to jump, front kick, outward figure 8, 1, 2, 3. Transition. I want to get over to that corner, so I'm going to pull up, face the rear, do that big move again, spin all the way around with the left foot forward, outward figure 8, catch, hit it hard in the corner. Then we got that block down, shuffle, strike. Block down, 1, 2, 3, drop this one. Back behind the head, side strike around, inward figure 8, stay low. One more key high, side swing. And then from here, we had the side strike around the neck, arm switch. We're gonna catch and shoot it out at the same time. Spin around, pull back. Okay, that's to a tornado form, version 1. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you some options, things you can do in the form to change it around. We'll be right back. The first thing we can change as an option is a different opening. This one is you bow and prepare, okay? You come together, you shoot down again, but watch, when you come up, you come way up with your arms and you shoot them out. At the same time, you take your left leg and you let it go out. You pull the right arm back into this position and you let your left arm back here. Your right arm kind of comes across like this. And then what you want to do is look to the right, punch. Look to the left, punch. And then you want to pull this back, step out, block, punch. Kia. Okay, so that's a different type of opening you could do. Here, down, up, out, nice and wide horse stance. Let the left arm come in. The right one goes across. Then you look to the right, punch. Look to the left, punch. And then this comes back, you block up and step, punch. And guess what after that? You guessed it, transition. Okay, so the first option for the form is to do a different opening. So everybody's not doing the same type of opening. Again, one more time, together, down, up, out, across, 1, 2, block, 3, and we'll transition, complete transition, all the way back where we're here. Okay? Now, the next option, and I believe I did this in the little clip you just watched, was I started here and try to keep your stances low, inward, side swing. I did the same thing we did before, around. I tightened it up a little, so after I did my front kick, I stepped, and remember back in karate school, we used to do the spinning fist there? We're gonna do that and follow it up with some punches. So the first thing you can do is you here, up, right around, outward figure 8, kick, catch this one, turn, 1, 2. Okay, so when you turn, after you do that kick here, you come down and you catch this one, you spin wham, hit right, like in the throat. And then watch my left side. 1, 2. Remember, my left foot has to be forward, right? So that one, this is one of your options here, is to bring this up a little quicker, to give you some space here. 1, 2, 3, Kia. Okay? That's another option other than the opening. Now from here to here, well, I don't really have any options. Nothing really came to mind. But from here, transition, a lot of things came to mind from here. I did the shuffle step with an outward figure 8, caught the chucks. But you can just do an outward figure 8, catch the chucks and stay in this stance. Why? Because if you want to throw a front kick, come down, you could throw a hook kick, then step with your left, outward figure 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's pretty easy and it's fancy. A lot of you young guys can do that. Us old guys can't. In, out, catch, just throw your front kick with your left, down, throw your hook kick, step with your left, outward figure 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's another option. Now watch this option. Inward figure 8, same thing, out, catch, you come together and you do a front kick here. You skip, front kick, and a hook kick. Watch, when you get here, watch, spin. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Let me check that. You come up here, front kick, hook kick, and then you spin. 1, 2, 3. All right, one more time. In, out, skip together, front kick, and hook kick. Then you come down, turn, step with your left, 1, 2. So that's it. That's the option. You want to finish with your left foot forward over there. So you skip up, front kick, hook kick, step down, turn with a spear, boom, 2, 3. So that's that option there. Excuse me, I got my feet mixed up. And one last one, which is a lot of fun, going this way, is, I call this, there's a reason we call this the tornado form, because we're spinning and striking and kicking. But this last option is you can pull up again, like we were doing, and do 2 around the necks, and land here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's another option where you're, instead of up and catching, you can come up, side swing, and we're going to do 2 real tight around the necks, leaving your left foot back. Okay, so all we have to do is an outward figure 8, front kick, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a nice option going down there. So as you can see, we have lots of different options. Now from here, back over to the other side, don't have any options. From here, nothing, same. And we're coming up to the front. Key out here. Finishing a left leg forward stance. Now what we did earlier was a side swinging around the neck. Well, you don't have to, let's show you some other things. Let me show you some other things. Watch from here. Side strike around with the reverse. Around the neck, part 2. Arm switch. Catch. 1. Down. 2. Push him down hard, pull left foot back. So from here, first we did the side swinging around the neck and arm switch. But you can do the side strike, come around the neck. Okay, and you can do it with reverse. So it looks like this. And that's on the instruction part of the tape. Now, do you have to go down between your legs? An arm switch? No. Your options are, there's many different options here. You just do whatever you think is you're comfortable with. If you don't think you can do anything, You do the side swing around the neck and finish. If you really want to get fancy and do something pretty crazy, when you get to this position, this move here, where you come down and then back up under and catch, and then the side swing and around with reverse. Then you bring it over here with an arm switch. Then you block and turn. But that technique is you just lift up from here and go down between your legs, but then you come back up under and catch. And then you come over here, catch. And that sets you up for the side strike and around the neck with the reverse. Then you switch it over to your right hand to a side swing. Then you quickly pull it up, do an arm switch. And then you block and turn. So when you get here, you got all kinds of options. And one last option here. Let's say you're here and you don't want to do that X block. Side swing around the neck with the arm switch, you can do that. That's all you can do. Watch. What am I doing? I'm in a forward stance with the left leg forward. When I get here, I'm simply going to lunge, catch the chucks, lunge, leave this arm up, key eye, and pull back and prepare. So that's another option that you're in. Instead of doing the X block all the time, you could do a series of moves here. Get here, catch, back, prepare. So there's your options for the form. You've got two openings. You have a nice option here where you turn and you got that spinning back fist and then you shuffle 1, 2. You've got a lot of kicks coming from this point to the corner over here. A lot of things you can change back here. And then at the end, you've got those options too. So anyway, thanks. When we come back, I'm going to show you, I'm going to enhance some of the American Style Nunchaku forms for you and show you how easy that is. We'll be right back. What I do right now is I'm going to adjust some of the American Style Nunchaku forms. I'm going to show you how easy it is to adjust them and how much it may enhance them, like in a tournament, to get you a few more points. For example, the blitz kata, the basic kata, bow and prepare. Okay, why not? Why not pick an opening that we did today? Transition, watch. Full transition, stay back in a back stance, and you're ready to go. So you did an opening, and now you're doing the blitz kata. All right? So we enhanced the beginning, and you guessed it. Okay, we can enhance the ending too. Around the neck, catch, block, spin, down. Isn't that easy? So the blitz kata, pick a beginning. You can come here and up and out. 1, 2, up, 3, transition that we learned today. You get here, you do the form. When you get to the end of the form, you're in a right leg forward stance. Okay? You get here, you could, or, like I just did, catch and do the shuffle block and the spin. Now, on the blitz 2 and the shuffle, they start off like this, where we're coming up to the front. So you can't adjust the front, but the end of the form, you're here at the end of the form. I think it's in, out, front kick, outward figure 8. We have these moves here, around the neck part 2, okay? And then when we get to the end of that form, guess what? Block, spin, so you can adjust those forms. So the blitz 2 and the shuffle, you can adjust those forms. On the 4th DVD, the Dragon's Kata, again, what you want to do is pick an opening that you want to do. 1, 2, 3. Here. Now you're ready to start. Yeah. On that form, That form comes up, I believe, with a kick. It does a couple of moves here. Goes back this way. Another kick. And then front and around here. And then we got moves here. This is around the neck. And this one, I believe, comes up, kick, and comes over here. And then we had all those reversed around the necks, the fancy ones. And around the neck part two, I believe the arm switch. You guessed it. You get here, spin around, pull down hard, pull back. Okay, so think about enhancing the beginning and the ends of those single nunchaku forms. The more advanced forms like the twirl, you could do the same thing. You pick an opening that you can do. You get back here on the transition, and now you're doing the twirl kata. This one is a shuffle step outward figure eight with a jump front kick, front strike and around. Then we come up here, go around that way, step through this way. This is where we did the twirls in that form. 1, 2, here, horse stance, watch. Inward figure eight. Okay, this was in, out, front kick, catch, spear. So on the twirl kata, we can enhance the beginning, the middle, and the end. So any of the single nunchuck forms where we start over going to the right first, watch. If we just step up with an outward figure eight in the form, we catch it, and we lunge, but we don't change our stance. Transition, step through, okay, on the forms, like the more advanced ones, where we do inward, outward, front kick, down, we may want to do this. In, out, front kick, front strike, like on the twirl number 2, where we got back, we did in, out, we did a front kick and a hook kick. Then we step down. You may want to do a side strike, bring it under the arm, up, outward figure eight, catch, spear. Then you transition. You can do the same thing to the other side very easily. You got your front kick and your hook kick. Watch, side strike, outward figure eight, catch, spear. You don't change your stances, but you can throw your spear out. Then you transition right up the middle. And when you finish that form, you can pick one of the endings that we did earlier.